Let's make another important observation about antivirus software. I'll use Network Associates as a typical example. When the Melissa virus struck in March of 1999, Network Associates never once went offline. They never delayed a single email to their employees. Network Associates didn't release an update for their antivirus software until 3 days later, yet they still automatically identified and quarantined all of the infected Melissa attachments sent to their employees' email addresses. Now, we can correctly assume Network Associates enforces a strong generic email security policy. We can correctly assume they won't let employees send or receive certain attachments, for example. But a strong email security policy doesn't explain how they could automatically identify and quarantine a virus when their own products couldn't even detect it. Network Associates uses their own antivirus technology as a matter of corporate policy. Ask yourself, how could they automatically identify and quarantine a virus when their own products couldn't detect it? Answer: Network Associates uses a more powerful antivirus technology than they sell to the public. So does Symantec. Sophos and Kaspersky Labs out in Russia almost certainly does too. They've used it for years. They could sell much better antivirus software if the public wanted to buy it. But there's the rub. The public at large doesn't want better antivirus software. In fact, they abhor it. Page 2. The public at large believes antivirus software must fail to stop some viruses. Any antivirus product that does not fail to stop some viruses is viewed as worse than the virus problem itself. Indeed, the computer security experts at your firm may be among those who believe the cure of better antivirus software is worse than the disease, the viruses themselves. These believers would let viruses run rampant on their corporate networks before they'd give up inferior antivirus technology. These believers influence the public at large, and you'll find them scattered all throughout the IT industry like a noxious weed. Gartner Group's analysts, for example, have long acknowledged the existence of better antivirus technology, yet they urged their clients for years to stick with tried and true, that's a direct quote from them, tried and true products that they admitted would fail on a routine basis. Gartner Group charges big bucks for each shallow-thinking antivirus analysis they publish. Then they read every insightful analysis we publish for free at the place where I work, which is vMyths. Then Gartner Group's analysts change their opinions. Then Gartner Group charges more big bucks for each revised analysis they publish. What's wrong with this picture? Say it out loud. The cure is worse than the disease. It sounds absurd, doesn't it? And yet, the public at large believes it. The public at large knows antivirus software will fail to do its job on a routine basis. Yet, they'll gladly buy antivirus software. Society blames everything but the antivirus software when it fails to stop a virus. Indeed, society applauds the antivirus industry every time they fix their broken software. Page 3. Of course, I predict society will someday grow tired of antivirus software that fails to stop some viruses by its very design. Society will someday grow tired of the addictive update model. And yes, your addiction is so commonplace that it has its own term for it. Addictive update model. Someday, society will demand better antivirus technology that doesn't require constant updating. Now, you can see a kernel of frustration over current antivirus technology if you know where to look. For example, About.com network expert Tony Bradley recently griped about it. The entire model of developing a signature for the new threat and adding it to the database of detected threats will eventually become too cumbersome, in my opinion anyway. Not only will it become too daunting for users to download each week, but it may significantly affect the performance of your computer if it has to verify all network traffic against this massive database. This method also means that the security experts and antivirus vendors are always one step behind the malicious code writers. It is a reactionary model where nothing is done proactively. Now, I can't tell if Bradley recognizes his addiction to antivirus updates or if he just almost recognizes it. Still, he can see what the future holds for his addiction, and I'll give him serious credit for it. Page 4. Bradley knew enough about antivirus software to discuss heuristic, also known as proactive, virus detection methodologies in his opinion piece. Most antivirus software performs heuristic scanning as well, which can detect some unknown threats. Unfortunately, Bradley quickly fell into the same trap Gartner Group analysts long occupied when he proclaimed, heuristic scanning is far from perfect, though, and doesn't catch a lot of new viruses. Bradley, like a lot of other believers out there, assumes better antivirus technology doesn't exist. So let's return to the Melissa virus in 1999. The folks at Leprechaun, an antivirus firm in Australia, emailed me with some trepidation. They wanted to let me know their antivirus product didn't need an update to detect the virus, but they had to issue a placebo update to calm a majority of their own customers who refused to believe the truth. Need another example? Message Labs emailed me at the height of the NIMDA virus hysteria in 2001 to brag how effortlessly they could detect it. Now, here's a memo to Tony Bradley. Message Labs offers a 100% virus detection guarantee or your money back. I first mentioned their guarantee in a 2001 column. Hey, why not give them a try? Tell them VMyth sent you and you'll get your first month free to test it. I'm joking about the free month, of course, but it wouldn't surprise me if they made good on my faux offer. Now, at this point, I have to throw in an editorial note. Where I work, VMyths, we refuse to run ads for antivirus products and services just to maintain our independence. Page 5. Now, by the way, I want to reiterate that I published Message Labs' email to me in a 2001 column. Bradley claimed heuristic scanning doesn't catch a lot of new viruses in 2003. No offense to Bradley, but he obviously needs a better antivirus product. I spoke by phone with Message Labs CTO Mark Sunner while writing the column that you're listening to right now, and I spoke by phone with Network Associates bigwig Peter Watkins in 1999 to learn how they stopped Melissa from invading their own computers. No offense to Bradley, but who did he talk to while writing his column about antivirus technology? When society finally demands better antivirus technology, I predict the global antivirus cartel will stand up as one and shout, "Eureka! The state of the art has advanced, and just in the nick of time!" I'll back the industry 110% when their marketers lie to Bradley about the sudden technological advancement in antivirus software. I'm Rob Rosenberger for VMyths. That's VMYTHS.com. Truth about computer virus hysteria. Be there or be scared.